our new apartheid, it just keeps marching along. But how is this making Australia better, more united? This time, New South Wales State Forest, the Bungabi State Forest, about 950 hectares northwest of Lismore, it's been closed off and then handed over to traditional Aboriginal owners, even though native title had been extinguished. This is a forest that's been enjoyed by cyclists and walkers and drivers and four-wheel bike riders and more. Joining me is geologist Marc Hendrickx, who's been campaigning for years for the right to climb Uluru and mountains that have been banned for Aboriginal cultural reasons. Marc Hendrickx, thank you so much for your time. Why was this state forest turned over to traditional owners?
This is a small state forest, as you say, Andrew, in northern New South Wales. Prior to these recent events, as you showed in the videos, it was used by four-wheel drive recreational groups, trail bike riders, bushwalkers, families going camping. It was also a working hardwood forest. So just recently, as 2020, there were some plans to log a couple of coops in the forest area. These were blocked by, the plans to log those coops were blocked by conservation groups. So the government listened to them, the conservation groups over the local community, over the adjacent property owners. So it's a working forest that was bringing benefit to the whole of the community. As a result of native title settlement, the state government, previous Liberal state government, set up an Indigenous land use agreement which included handing over the state forest to, it's a group with a bit of a mouthful of a name, so I'm just going to read it out. It's the Widjabul, Weeabul, Gummarabul Aboriginal Corporation Registered Native Title Body Corporate. So this is the group that will get ownership of the state forest, and it will effectively become private property under their ownership.
And already it's been closed to traffic, but I don't get, the native title on that strip was already extinguished by the fact that it was declared a state forest, etc. Why it now has to be given to one race and not enjoyed by everyone? That doesn't strike me as quite fair or useful or pleasant. What are the chances that locals still can use it in some form?
Look, this is going to be passed through an act of legislation, so that's what's coming up probably in the next 6 months or so. An act of parliament will go through to transfer the land ownership to the Aboriginal corporation, who will gain private property over it. It will effectively be, if you would go in there, you'll be charged with trespass potentially. On the plus side, perhaps, I could probably see the opportunities for this corporation to maybe open up a four-wheel drive park, or perhaps a trail riding centre, or, maybe they'll look at relogging some of those forests to bring in some money to pay for the maintenance of the tracks. Or perhaps, this is what's happened to quite a few parks.
What was free,
absolutely.
Suddenly what was free, you must pay for. Marc, before you go, you're holding a competition for your group, Save Our Summits. You've been on the show so often, so I've got to give you the chance to have a 20-second plug for the fundraiser. So go.
Save Our Summits. So we are holding our second photo competition on Australia Day, January 26, 2026. All you have to do is head out into the bush, head out to a mountain summit, take a photo of yourself, your family, your friends. Make sure you show that great Australian flag and send that entry into the Save Our Summits Facebook page, and it will be considered for one of the prizes we've got. We've got prizes totalling $1,000, so it's a really good opportunity to go out, enjoy Australia Day in the great Australian outdoors, and make yourself some money potentially.
Marc Hendrickx, thank you as always.